Hello YouTube, how are you folks doing today? I'm coming at you today with a couple of my favorite decks. One I showed in a previous video, but he's one of my favorite deck creators, and he is Erik C Dunne, and his author Kim Huggens. And I do believe this is his first deck. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to maybe do a little bit more research. But I truly fell in love with Erik's work with his Tarot Illuminati. And I'm going to show you a few of my favorite cards from that deck. And that is the Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Now, the swords in this deck have like an England Tudor feel to them, and that is one of my favorite subjects to read about, like history-wise, is the Tudors. So, and that kind of looked like a Princess Elizabeth. Again, like a reference to King Henry is what that looks like to me. Very Elizabethan. A handsome prince. Looks like a Tudor prince with the red hair. Or Tudor red. And that is an Empress card. Very pretty. Love the High Priestess in this. She's amazing. The Hermit, my life playing card. I am a number 9 in the numerology. Angels used to be my thing, but God, he's gorgeous. The Devil, that's my birth card, like zodiac wise. The Devil, love it, huh? I just think he is a gorgeous representation of the Emperor. Okay. And this deck has a nice little book, and that's one thing when I am buying a deck, is I look for decks that come with books like these, because I didn't really care too much for the little white books. They don't give you much information, you know, and I like a little descriptive information. So this is the next one I'm going to share is the Tarot Apokalypsis, and this is the sister deck. Now this is what I fell in love with. You see this? Look at how thick that book is. This book, Erik and Kim truly outdone themselves. Kim did an excellent job. Excellent. Because a lot of his cards in this deck, they particularly represent gods and goddesses. And also, with this deck was an additional card, and that was at the beginning of the deck, and it's not the standard, like, what Rider Waite starts with the Fool. This one starts with this card called the All Gifted, and the okay, so maybe she's not. She's the mother of hope and of despair, the bride of beginnings and the descendants of gods. There is no mystery in this world except that which I give to you. Okay, so it doesn't... Oh, Pandora. This is Pandora. And Pandora's box. You can see that. She's holding her box. So that's Pandora. Not sure who the Queen of Cups is, but I really liked it because, you know, it's a mermaid. And who the hell doesn't want to be a mermaid? You're half naked from the waist up, and you can call them into their death. What greater gift? No, I'm just kidding. I really like the devil on this card. I think that's Cernunnos, if I'm not mistaken. I probably should have wrote stuff down like I normally did, but this is like a fly by the seat of your pants type video, and I wanted to get it done and get it over with, because again, I'm trying to get it done before kiddos get home from school. Let's see here. I know I'm taking up most of the time just looking. Where in the world? So sorry for folks. Next time I'll make sure I write down my notes, because that's no fun sitting there just staring at a card listening to me flip through pages. This is a card image shows the imagined cult of witches, Sabbat, of medieval and very early modern Europe, in which the mind's darkest fantasies and fears take control of reason and manipulate logic to nefarious ends. And I think this is like Switzerland, Italy, from what it says, but it doesn't say exactly who it is portrayed, but he looks a lot to me like Cernunnos, but I could be wrong. I mean, I'm just seeing those horns, and that's who that reminded me of. But anywho, enough with looking for that. This one's got like a Celtic, Scottish feel. Look at that kilt. I'm a sucker for a man in kilt. I mean, he's just, yeah, baby. And he's got a hawk, too. And this one is the Princess of Pentacles. Very pregnant. Very beautiful. My zodiac representation is the Pentacles suit. I'm a Capricorn. So this is the Queen of Pentacles. Pretty freaking nifty. You know, and I just pulled this one because I thought it was a very cool, like, shamanistic looking representation of the tower. My favorite, my life playing card. The Hermit. And this is shamanistic too. Another one of my favorites, and this is Persephone, the High Priestess. The Empress is Egyptian. She's gorgeous. Beautiful. The lioness and her lion cub. Fierce. I think that's Shiva. Something like that. I could be wrong. But I just love all the different representations of gods. and goddesses in his deck. This deck, Erik truly outdid himself with this one. I just can't say how much I love this deck. To me, that reminds me of Cupid. The Prince of Cups. Oh, look, butterfly. I love butterflies too. And this guy's sexy. The King of Cups. And I think this probably is my favorite card in the whole deck. Now, I'm not saying that I work with Hecate, because I don't. But this is Hecate. And as you can see, she has her hounds with her. I don't know if you can really show up that good. Can you see that? They're like two Doberman pinchers. She is one bad mamma jamma. One bad mamma jamma. The Prince of Swords, and I believe this is Loki. The crazy one. Loki. Papa Odin. There's Odin. There's my daddy. Papa Odin is what I refer to him as. Papa Odin. And last but not least, the Prince of Wands. I think he's Ra, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, Wands. Prince of Wands. Wands. Who is the Prince of Wands? Well, let's see. The Prince of Wands. Set. My bad. I'm sorry. That is Set. Once again, Mr. Dunne has truly outdone himself. I mean, the wealth of information in this book is marvelous. It's truly a work. I mean, and I'll show the other one here too, but as you can see, they give you a full color page of the card. And then, you know, depending on what card it is, you know, they'll have a whole page, 2, 3 of, you know, information. You can, four pages that you can get from that picture. I mean, I loved it. I absolutely fell in love with it. And yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Dunne. I edged my deck red. I have a red cloth that I use with it. I'm wanting to find like the gold lame. I think that's what it's called. And maybe sew them together so I could have like a reversible gold and red so it'll match my deck. Because I like my cloths to match my deck if I can. And what I do, this is a thrifty tip. I get fat squares, and they're 18 inch by 21 inches. You can find them in the fabric section of like Walmart. That's where I go. Meijer has them too. They might be a little more expensive there, but I know Walmart has the solid ones for 97 cents. And there's a couple that I have that have like Star Wars and Batman, with a few of my other decks. And they were like $1.97. So between $1, $1.97 is what you're going to pay for those. But that's what I use to wrap my decks in. I don't go by the only wrap your deck in white silk cloth, blah, blah, blah. No. I use what I can afford, and my deck still loves me, you know. And I also, I'm not a professional crocheter by any means. I only know how to do extremely, extremely simple things, and that's blankets and tarot pouches. And I made, you know, this is for my Apokalypsis deck. Very, very simple. What I keep my stuff in. I even have a couple in Crown Royal bags. Perfect, you know, thrifty, witchy, whatever you want to call it. Thrifty tarot bagging. I made this. The color for this is, I think macaw something. But it's got different shades of blue, and I felt that with this deck, the Illuminati, it just went perfect with those colors, you know. Just, it really set it off. And I have turquoise drop cloth that I use because the lady that I refer to as Tarot Mama said that you'd really want to use a solid cloth with your decks, which, you know, for the most part, a lot of mine just have solid colors. But there are a couple that I have patterns, you know, for those. But for the most part, I use solid color, you know, with my deck. Yeah, and just before I forget, they do, in his first one, like the Major Arcana, they have big pictures, and there's still a lot of information, you know, on the cards and such. But like when it comes back here to the minor arcana or pip cards, they're a little bit smaller. But, you know, this is still wonderful, wonderful. It's better than the Little White Book. But like I said, he really outdid himself with a tarot Apokalypsis, and I just literally fell in love. If you go through him instead of going through Amazon, if you go through him, no additional extra charge, he'll sign it. And he is such a kind, I can't say it enough. He's such a kind person. He's really very friendly to chat with. I haven't got to have a conversation with him, but Facebook-wise, I've had a couple of conversations here and there, and he's just so kind. Not rude at all or arrogant, none of that. But I love this man's work, and I can't wait to see what he's got in store. I can't wait for the next. I think he hinted at, like, I can't pronounce it right, Marseille style deck, or Lenormand. I think that's what he's got in store next. I don't know how to use those type decks, but because I really, really like him, I may just go ahead and purchase whatever he makes next because I like him so much. And I really like his work. So, but, I know we're getting really long. We're at almost 20 minutes. If you just hang on a few more minutes here with me, we'll hurry and get this finished. This is another, has Eric's work in it. And that's his Red High Priestess, I think. I can't remember exactly what her name is. But this thing has so much tarot knowledge in it, and goes in depth and talks about thematic, advanced meanings, and changing the energies, and manipulating energy, and psychological dimensions, and spiritual dimensions, and problem and solutions and card clarifications, opening doors, your daily draws, a balanced life. I mean, it has so much. My sweetheart bought this for me and didn't realize that it's part of a set. This is actually book number 2. Book number 1 has his High Priestess that's in all blue. See here. I know, I'm just too much coffee today, folks. But she's on the book 1. She's so pretty. But I guess basically what these books are like tarot encyclopedias. And I, for one, plan on buying them all. There's just no doubt in my mind that that's something I want to have, you know. Because I plan on spending the rest of my life learning, you know, being a student of tarot. Just because I waited so long in life to start. But that's that. And I wanted to, I guess, do a very brief review. I am a scent person. I love, you know, my house smelling good when you walk in my door. And I use these wax melts. And I've used, like, the Glade wax melts. I've even made homemade stuff to put in my oil burner, which, if you want to learn about that, I might do a video on that. It's real simple. And everything that you put in it is right in your kitchen. So maybe I'll do a short video on that coming up. But I do not suggest this crap to anybody. Now, the candle may be great. It's Yankee. And I figured, oh my God, you know, Yankee has some really good stuff. They're highly scented. I was left very, very disappointed. This is American Home by Yankee Candle. It's supposed to be a little bit more affordable. They sell this in Walmart and at Meijer. And I think I found this at Walmart for like $3 and something. I thought, oh, it's Yankee, you know. And it smells so good. Guess what? Doesn't last long. The Glade ones lasted way longer than this. So, if you see this one, maybe it's just the scent. I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to try anything. But, because I have a dog, I don't want people, you know, when they walk in, oh, that's the first thing you smell. When you walk into somebody's house, it's like dog. And I try to keep him fairly clean. And I'm real conscious about people walking into my home and smelling dog, you know. But, so that's that. It might be okay as a candle, but definitely not okay for wax melt. So don't waste your money on this crap. Because I wasted mine and I'm rather disappointed in it. But anyways, so that's all I've got for today. And I hope you all have a lovely, lovely Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Can't wait because I love the weekend. You know, don't have to get up early. Yay me! Anyway, so I hope you all have a fantastic Thursday. And I may be back again tomorrow. I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see. But many blessings to you and yours. And I hope to see y'all again soon. Many blessings.